Hey buddies, Mr. Pugly here coming at you with another Borderlands 3 video. Today I wanted to show you this amazingly rare gun that has recently been shown around on the subreddit by the name of TNTina. So TNTina is pretty much TinyTina's weapon. You can find her using it in a side mission that I'll show you in a few moments. And this gun has been shown to only been collectible in the diamond room as of recently. It's possible that it's accidentally got into the game's code to be in the diamond room because we've only just recently learned that we could find it in the diamond room. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You have no idea how much helps me out, and let's get into it.
Legendary? Whoa! No way, dude!
And before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, I just want to show the winner on the screen for this community post I posted a while ago. I posted this image and I pretty much told you to fill in the face, and the best face would be featured in the next video. So I'm going to be showing the face on the screen right now. I had a lot of fun with this challenge. I'm probably going to be posting another community post for another art challenge as well. The name of the winner was Relic3, and you got to admit, it's a pretty cute face. Alright, let's get into it. And since this weapon doesn't actually have any dedicated loot sources, you can't get it via world drops. This gun is actually not even meant to be in the game, so more than likely with the most recent patch, it accidentally put it in the game's code to be obtainable in the diamond room. So I have it here. If you guys want to try it out, I do have a save file in the comments and description so you guys can try it out as well. It's actually able to get various different parts. I only have the one, but it's able to get a version of it without this big brass piece right here. You can get different grips, you can get different magazine size, so there's different variants on what you can get. It can only spawn in elementals from what we've seen from data mining, and is able to get splash anointments and other stuff like that. It's pretty interesting that it's able to get all that despite it not being in the actual game. It's possible that we'll get it in the future, the vault card legendary, but as of now it's in the game's code for us to use. So pretty much what it does is when you shoot it, it shoots some sticks of dynamite. Now right now I have the Infernal Wish just because I wanted to test something a few moments ago. Pretty much what it says is that when you shoot these dynamites, a chain reaction can cause additional damage, and I'm going to show you that real quick. I'm going to unequip my Infernal Witch just so we don't muddy the waters with anything, but the explosions, the dynamites have to be really close to actually get the chain reaction. So right there, you'll see that I was dealing 1 million damage. That's the chain reaction, the 2 times damage. Naturally, the dynamites only deal about 546k with this build at least, but when it does chain reaction, it does 2 times, aka 1 million. Interesting thing I found with it, I guess it doesn't really matter since it's not in the game, is that the Infernal Wish isn't able to proc chain reactions with the 2 dynamites it spawns. It requires me to shoot another set of dynamites for them to cause a chain reaction. No matter how close I get the dynamites to be close together, it doesn't cause a chain reaction. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I just wanted to show you there. Generally, when you shoot the TNTina, the dynamites will last for 5 seconds until it explodes. If you go on Loot Lemon to find the item's description, it does say 3 seconds. So the moderator for Loot Lemon is out there. Perhaps change the item detail right there. At least that's what I found with my character. Perhaps this variant is doing something special where it isn't supposed to last that long, or maybe it's a skill tree, I don't know. But just out of curiosity, I am going to go into the diamond room just to see if we can get it at all, only due to the fact that it is a Diamond Armory exclusive. Naturally, there's been a lot of weird things that spawn in the Diamond Armory that isn't normally spawnable with world drops and stuff like that. So it is pretty cool that this gun is obtainable in the Diamond Armory. Of course, it's not really supposed to be, and we're probably going to more than likely get it in the future. But as of now, we are able to get it in the Diamond Armory. If you guys want to farm it for it, you definitely can go ahead. I wouldn't say it's really that worth it, only because the damage it deals isn't too great, I'll be honest. And if you guys are interested in seeing TinyTina use this weapon herself, she actually uses it in a mission by the name of Boontown, all the way in Devil's Razor. This quest is going to be right here. It's not really marked on the map, but when you get there, TinyTina will ask for your help. So I'm going to go to that side mission real quick just so we can see TinyTina use it. It's also going to be on her hip, so it is on her player model, which is very cool. It's quite possible that it originally was going to be obtainable by us, but perhaps they decided against it. But nevertheless, it is technically in the game on TinyTina's player model, so that's really cool. So right here, once you reach this area, TinyTina will ask for our help. You got to get the quest Strum Brick right here. I'm going to zoom out on the map just in case you guys are curious on where it is, just in case you didn't get a good look, it's right here on the map. I'm just going to accept the quest and find TNTina so we can see it on our player model. After we're done looking at her, use it and such, I am going to go to a boss just so we can see how much damage it can actually deal. In fact, since we have some enemies here, I'll just show you the damage it can deal. Generally, the most of the damage it's going to deal is when you get the chain reactions, because 500k per shot isn't too much. See right there, since those are normal enemies, we're able to kill them very easily. Now that we're actually at the part of the mission where TNTina does shoot, we can go over to TNTina's gun and we can see that she does in fact have the weapon here. Of course, not the variant that we have, which is ironic. It doesn't have the big brass tube on the side, but we can see her shoot it, but it doesn't actually shoot any dynamite. She's just using it as normal, which is interesting that the player model for TNTina doesn't actually have the dynamite shooting out of the gun. Instead, it's just shooting normal bullets. So it makes me strongly think that since this weapon we have in hand operates a little bit differently than the NPC, I'm assuming that at one point or maybe in the future we'll probably receive it, or the developers were planning on giving us the gun or something, but at the current moment it is unattainable unless you do the diamond armory and such. Now let's move over to a boss and see how much damage we can deal. I'm gonna test it on Grave Ward, despite Grave Ward probably not being the best hitbox for it, only because it is a flesh target, so we will get the bonus incendiary damage against Grave Ward, which will make the weapon look like it's doing a little bit more damage than it normally does as opposed to using it on General Tron, which would resist fire damage since he does have a shield. All right, he's gonna slam down his fist. I'm going to enter exit Iron Bear like normal, put some debuffs on him, and we're going to hit the big crit spot right here. The explosion radius is big enough to reach the fist up here, and we did some decent damage right there. That's about 250 million damage we did in a few seconds. Now, what the weapon does have, since it does chain the explosions, the chain explosions can come back to bite you in the butt and come back all the way to your player character. So generally you can't actually spam it, as I'll show you in a few moments. But if you're in fight for your life, as I was right there, you don't have to worry about the chain explosion getting you because you're already dead. So if I were to just shoot rapidly, eventually the dynamites would come back to bite me in the butt, like right there. Now, this might be because I am using Moze, which means that she does have increased splash damage radius, so that's possible. That doesn't happen with all characters. You know, just out of general curiosity, I'm going to put it in my bank and go over to Flak just to see if it were to kill me on Flak as well. I don't have anything that increases splash damage on my build right now, just so we have a pure experience here. Let's see if it kills us at all. And it doesn't look like it's killed us there. Alright, it doesn't seem like it actually kills us with Flak, so ignore what I said before. With Moze, it doesn't actually kill you if you continuously fire, but on Moze it will. If you guys are interested in using this really cool TNTina weapon, definitely use the save file in the comments in the description. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.
And the last shall be first to immerse in a pass out heat, facing him out with a moxie melt till he woke up drowning in tchotchke hell. War in a cave with a torch on a wall, then a window arrangement of porcelain dolls.